Hello everyone, I am Girly Morales Santiago from BEd2 Block 20. With me here is Ella May Roy, and we are from Group 9. Our topic is all about soil and types of soil. So first, what is soil? Then soil is a type is a taxonomic unit in soil science. All soils from a certain of well-defined properties from a distinctive soil type. So the soil is a thin layer of material covering the Earth's surface. It is formed from the weathering of rocks. It is made up mainly or of mineral particles, organic materials, air, water, and living organisms, all of which interact slowly yet constantly. Soil type is a technically classification science that deals with the categorization of soil. Every soil of the world is belong into soil type. So soil is made up of small pieces of broken rock and decaying plants called organic matter. These particles combine with decaying plant parts to form soil. So materials that compose of five ingredients: minerals, soil organic matter, living organism, gas, and water. Soil minerals are divided into three size classes. These are clay, silt, and sand. The percentage of particles in these size classes is called soil textures. The mineralogy of this soil is decreased. So soil is made up of many minerals, which is the organic particles in soils that weather from rocks. The plants that grow in soil can be used for food, clothing, recreation, aesthetics, building materials, medicines, etc. Soil has a vital nutrients for plants, clay for plants. So the soil is loose minerals which lies on top of the land. It has many things in it, like tiny grains of rock, minerals, water, and air. Soil is important for life on earth because soil holds water and nutrients, and it is an ideal place for plants to grow. So the physical characterizations of soil. The physical characteristics of soil include all the aspects that you can see and touch, such as texture, color, depth, structure, porosity, the space between the particles, and stone content. So we have four types of soil. Soil is classified in four types. These are sandy soil, silt soil, loamy soil, and clay soil. So first, sandy soil. Sandy soil, it consists small particles of weathered rock. Sandy soil are one of the poised types of soil for growing plants because it has very low nutrients and poor water capacity. Which makes it hard for the plant's roots to absorb water. This type of soil is very good for the drainage system. Sandy soil is usually formed by the breakdown or fragmentations of rocks like granite, limestones, and quartz. Sandy soils are light and gritty to the touch. Because sandy soils have large particles, they dry out quickly, are often low in nutrients and acidic. Both water and fertilizer have a tendency to leach out of the soil, escaping to waterways before the plant can utilize them. So the advantage of sandy soils is warms up quickly in the spring. Then the disadvantages of sandy soils are number one, dries out quickly in the summer. Two, nutrients and water often leach away, especially with rainfall. And number three, often acidic. The next one is silt soil, which is known to have much small particles compared to sandy soil. It is made up of rock and other minerals particles which are smaller than sand and larger than clay. It is the smooth and quality of the soil that holds water better than sand. Salt is easily transported by moving currents. It is mainly found in river, lakes, and other water bodies. So the advantages of silty soils: number one, fertile soils that hold onto nutrients better than sandy soils. Better water holding capacity than sandy soils. And number three, easier to work with than clay soils. So the disadvantages of silty soils: number one, water filtration can be poor. It has a greater tendency to form a crust, and lastly, can become compact and hard. The silt soil is more fertile compared to other tree of soil. Therefore, it is also used in agricultural practices to improve soil fertility. Then the next one is clay soil. Clay is the smallest particle among the other two types of soil. The particles in this soil is tightly packed together with each other with very little or no airspace. So the clay soils are the heaviest of soil types and are often considered the hardest to work with. They hold onto water and often take longer to warm in the spring. Soil compaction or cracking is also a big risk of clay soils. Ultimately, and it doesn't just look ugly, but it also keeps plant roots from breaking through hard layers of clay. But unlike sandy soils, clay soils are rich with nutrients, and this soil has very good water storage qualities and makes it hard for moisture and air to generate into it. It is very sticky to detach when wet but smooth when dried. So the advantages of clay soils: clay soils hold onto nutrients so the plant has the food it needs. Then it is great for growing things that need a lot of water. Then the advantages of clay soils: holds into water, slow to drain. Number two, slow to warm in the spring, compacts easily and tends to be alkaline. The clay is the densest and heaviest type of soil which does not drain well and provides space for plants' roots to flourish. So the last one is loamy soil. Loam is the four types of soil. It is the combination of sandy clay and silt, such that the beneficial properties from each other is included. For instance, loamy soil, it has the ability to retain moisture and nutrients. Hence, it is more suitable for farming. This soil is referred to as agricultural soil as it includes an equilibrium of all three types of soil materials being sandy clay and silt. It is also happened to the humus. So considered the most fertile soil type, loamy soils are a combination of sandy, clay, and silt particles. The clay and silt particles improve moisture retention while the sand minimizes the compaction and improves drainage. Loamy soils don't get dried out in the summer, but also don't get waterlogged in water. So the advantages of loamy soils are drought resistant due to water holding capacity, and it is faster to warm up in the spring compared to clay. And it can hold nutrients, making soils fertile, and good infiltrations of water and air. So the disadvantages of loamy soils, it is depending on how your soil was formed. Some loamy soils can contain stones that may affect harvesting of some crops. Apart from this, it also has a higher calcium and pH level because of its in organs origins. So, ito po nagtatapos ang aming report. Marami pong salamat. Tapos